for my wrongs, I have just begun. Ain't no mercy, ain't no mercy. Huh. Got that purple Lamborghini lurking.
Reddit Entertainment, my name is Akasan.
Hey, Super Crew, DC-san.
And we're going to be doing a special, unusual reaction here, only because I've been hearing how good it really is. And it's because it's Halloween season, you know, Ghost Rider. There's the connection. You see that, you feel that. We're going to be watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This is episode 6 of season 4. Now, I watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. regularly. I just don't do reactions to it because I don't find it like the same sort of hype.
Like season 1 and season 2, given they weren't like super strong seasons, but there was some hype and fanfare behind it because it was Marvel fans.
Yeah.
Not
it's
as
gone,
much as, you know, like Daredevil or Luke Cage.
I think, I guess that's good. That's a good point. I think Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. serves a very good purpose in the fact that it helps the MCU broaden more.
Yeah, like, because they fill out their stories in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which I think is really
it's important, but it's also not like the main it shouldn't be the main point of a show to help. Like it's good filler bookends, I guess.
Yeah, that and it's like, what was it, last season before, you know, when Captain America Civil War had come out and they were actually having the tie-ins between
that's what it was.
Stuff. Yeah. Some people who didn't see the movie were like, "What is this? What is this?"
Because it came out like a week early. That's why. So they had to put out like a disclaimer, like, "Yo, if you haven't seen Civil War yet, you gotta wait on this." The Sokovia Accords. I like how they mentioned that, but I will say that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for me actually helped make Captain America 2: The Winter Soldier better, in the sense that I couldn't really get a fault. Like, I didn't really like Winter Soldier when I first watched it. Like, I wasn't blown away by it. I was just like, okay, political, shield fell apart, whatever, you know, because I've seen it in the comics. We've seen it happen so many times. So it wasn't until I watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. later to just see how bad that fallout really was in S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
That's when it actually started making more sense, because for me, with Captain America, it was always going to be about Captain America, sometimes Nick Fury, Black Widow, but it only focused on them and not really the kind of little guys. And when you start seeing what was happening with
the aftermath and things,
then I was like, oh damn! So this was a huge moment actually in the Marvel universe like that. Yeah. So, nevertheless, we have Ghost Rider here, and that's the reason I'm watching it now a lot. And let's go ahead and get into it.
I'm watching it for Quake.
Yeah. You know, Asians, you know, we gotta stick together. You know.
And she's cool. She's really nice in person, and seeing her do her job, I think she's one of the more interesting characters for me, because she does have some kind of power.
I'm not big on her whole like arrow-ish mascara, like the real messy kind.
I will say the mascara could be done differently or without.
Or, you know, either all or nothing, basically. Yeah. If she's going to go for, like, I'm not sure what they're trying to do is like, because I didn't really watch all of season 3, just some of them. Like she's on the run, so she's trying to not stand out, but I think that's making her stand out more. Yeah. So either she should do all, like, Arrow season 1, part of season 2, with the paint type of deal, or just nothing. Not at all. Right?
I think, you know, if they took her character and put her in more of the everyday clothing, you know, hide in plain sight kind of thing, in some stories it would fit better. She's always dressed in black, whatever. It makes it difficult, because, like, there's this chick running around dressed in black who's blowing stuff up. She's over there.
Yeah, got it. All right, let's see what's up with the latest episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I will probably be eating just like music.
Previously on Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
This is S.H.I.E.L.D.
That shit was dope.
Are your people aware they're harboring a murderer? What do you want with him?
In short, like kind of zombie-ish ghosts got unlocked from this containment unit, and they're using kind of black magic, I guess.
What I find funny is they're using ambergram or flexion style on top of the book, which is something I do. So looking at it, it's like, I see what you did. And he does have a badass car.
RT.
I think he borrowed it from Vin Diesel.
Well, this is his uncle. So they basically used that book to create that extra thing. Voodoo magic, I guess. Steroids for this
Or
experiment.
maybe we need more power.
Exactly what that
It does look like the magic bullet.
is. Because that's what it is.
Oh.
Quantum power cell. I don't know how you made the leap.
It's beyond belief.
Well, before we
Quantum
publish,
leap,
we're going
I
to
got it.
replicate the
That was a good
cube
show way back in the
and
day.
scale up the chamber.
Hey, Mr. Canelo, it's Gabriel Reyes.
Oh, that's right.
I was just wondering if
Fear of the
Bobby
Walking
Shaffer was
Dead.
fine.
Forgot.
I'm not
No,
finished with it yet. But
He took a charge a few days ago. I haven't heard from him.
Really?
No, I tried. It's just. Can I call you back?
Daisy! Sorry.
As we begin a new
He
era
revealed himself
for Shield.
to the public.
So, please, help me, help the USA,
His secret.
help us.
Fine, I'll go. Just
Oh,
give me a
shit.
few hours to pack.
He's an
I
inhuman.
guess I wasn't clear. You have to leave now.
I don't know what type of
At least tell me
inhuman it is,
why.
but he's
Dennis,
an inhuman.
How do you tell your brother that you're a secret agent?
You know, you wanted.
Prepare to be boarded.
I like him. He plays his role well.
Personally, I always felt that Admiral Akbar was the unsung hero. A strategic military man who led combat
It's a trap.
against the Empire.
He's fucking annoying though,
All
that
of
kid. His face really
Yeah.
annoys me.
Oh, I know the feeling.
And I don't even know why he just annoys me. Because he's... maybe it's because of Fear of the Walking Dead.
Yeah.
It has to be.
That's what annoys most people that I've talked to, text or otherwise, that comment on them.
Power. Yeah, it's power. Momentum couldn't produce enough energy at their lab, so she needs a place with more power.
Who is Phil? Who is Cam? Like, this... They did that entire scene, like, hand out. You know, like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
What night?
Come on. Andale, viejo! We got some money to make. Stay down, we'll get out of this.
Damn! I think that's the Los Angeles Bridge.
It is.
Nice!
That's messed up
In
too.
the 7th Street. Holy shit!
That's not cool.
I couldn't move. Couldn't feel my legs. I was sure you were dead.
It's messed up.
Because I was dead.
Ooh.
It was the Good Samaritan. I heard his motorcycle pull up.
Oh shit! Johnny Blaze.
Next thing I know, he pulled me to safety.
Who was this guy?
Because of me, you were going to die. We both would.
It's messed up.
I begged God. I begged the universe. I begged anyone who would listen that you be spared.
Don't stop there. Then what?
She's like, it's getting
And then I
good.
hit the street.
Tell me more.
I've been waiting for you to say that all my life.
And there's nothing. Did I want to punish those who hurt my brother? Did I want to avenge my own death? I answered yes. More than anything, yes. And I was alive again. And you're right. There was someone there when I came to. But it wasn't a Good Samaritan. It was the devil.
Oh, fucking A.
Whatever was inside you, he passed it into me. Ghost Rider.
His skin burnt right off.
That's the deal I made.
Oh fuck!
Is he inhuman? Claims he made a deal with the devil.
This is nonsense.
You know, the rationalist in me wants to agree, but Skull on Fire presents a pretty compelling argument for Hail Satan.
Don't just break out.
Fuck!
That's not possible.
Apparently it is. Apparently the dragon heals quickly, so he's not bleeding anywhere. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Get me out of here.
You understand how this works? Can you help me dismantle it?
Yes, of course. But why would I?
But it's taken me this long to achieve.
Don't take this personally.
Maybe I wasn't clear about who I am. How many innocent people have died because of what you've done? Same thing that I'm gonna do to you.
No. Eli, no, please. It's not finished yet. Don't kill me.
Explains that sparkling on her.
Yeah.
You weren't against Joseph getting the power. You just wanted it for yourself.
Goodbye, Lucy.
Wow.
No.
The whole time we're feeling bad for him.
Right.
Dude, you gotta go.
I've been feeling bad from the last couple of episodes. That's an interesting twist, though.
You're just like your uncle. You have the same fire.
No. Mine's worse.
Okay. Wow. So much for that. Flash so much? Like, are they all affected?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Are they all gonna get
Where'd Fitz go?
particle accelerator?
Disappeared. Fitz, Coulson.
Wow.
He made a turd.
Yeah, he can make poop. There you have it. That was the latest episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Kind of interesting, actually. Yeah.
It wasn't a horrible episode. I mean, it had its good points and everything. It was nice to see some backstory on some of the characters.
Yeah.
Specifically, Ghost Rider, what happened with his brother and now uncle. But
I think that's the thing. Well, I think that's
poop?
the thing about it.
Really?
Well, it's not poop. I mean,
So
he's
I know.
materializing.
He's materializing something, but
out of nothing. But.
I don't know. Maybe it's because of the angle or what they decided to use. It could have been something different. Well, whatever. I mean, it's interesting.
It's also the different type of, you watch way more network television shows than I do, so I'm sort of more in a mode of like CW or something HBO like that.
Right.
So and a lot of the shows I'm watching tend to be a lot darker anyways to begin with. So it's always interesting coming over to like what ABC is putting on, or even what CW, what Supergirl is putting on, to kind of see that. And it's kind of weird. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for me is somewhat in the middle of like, it's kind of serious. They're dealing with serious matters,
but they keep it very light.
Light, yeah. In almost every scene I've noticed, most of the time they do any sort of action scene, it's always in the daytime. like all their stuff is usually always in the day. I mean, the Ghost Rider stuff had to sort of be in the night,
Right.
I think, but usually a lot of the stuff that they do it's at during the day when they're running around doing their agent.
I
kind of
will
stuff.
say for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., as far as filling out a story or filling out a character, nowadays they're doing a much better job than before.
I agree.
Their special effects department has definitely gotten an upgrade. Because just the special effects on Ghost Rider himself look better than season 1 and 2 put together when they introduced like Deathlock and stuff. So much
I
different.
completely forgot about that dude. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't forget about him because the first time that I remember seeing him was actually on Arrow season 1. He broke into the mansion, and then I saw him on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I was like, okay. So now he's on this show, and he's going to be like a recurring character,
Right.
but not so much.
Not so much. Yeah. I guess the main story itself, it's for me, it's not. I won't say filler, but it's just kind of there. Like I'm watching it, but yeah, if it wasn't for Ghost Rider, I probably wouldn't be watching.
It's basically a early spring movie before your big blockbuster.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. It's always kind of been. I think Arrow used to be on Tuesdays or something. Like there was a time when I used to watch. I think that's exactly what I used to do. I used to watch
Wednesdays.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and then I watched Arrow right after that, or it was something like that where
Something of that nature, or vice versa.
I made some sort of double feature where it was kind of like, okay, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. will just be the thing I watched to warm me up to whatever came on after. On another. I think it was Arrow.
For
I'm
me,
pretty sure.
it was the Tomorrow People,
Ah.
and then Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, it was a good warm up. But okay, outside of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., that particular storyline and what have you not. What did you think about Ghost Rider? The origin.
I think Ghost Rider looks a lot cooler than I was expecting him to continuously look. You know, sometimes you get introduced to a character on a TV show, they pour all the budget in there, and then after that they kind of do lighter versions as the season goes on. Budget.
Got it.
But they've done a really good job of keeping it current and making him look the same as he did when I first got introduced to him at the beginning of the season. So for that, thank you. I'm glad you're doing that, and please keep that ball rolling. With the director...
What about the origin, though?
The origin... I like how the origin is completely different.
Right.
They left it... The way they shot it and the way they explained it matched, where it was like from two different points of view. Just like his younger brother couldn't see from his younger... brother's point of view.
Right.
It's like I saw him come over and save you, and you just started breathing and everything was cool, but that's not what happened.
Right.
And
He
the
was
way
touched
they
with the pit
shot
there.
that scene, where they showed it twice, so like from the younger brother's
Right.
perspective and his, coming from his perspective, man, brutally awesome. I mean, a horrible accident, but I love the way they shot that and showed how he got flung from the car, spinning in midair, and it's like, please save him, I'll do whatever it takes, and then he lands basically to his death.
Right.
It's like, that was really
It was cool. Yeah, no. I was actually kind of surprised they got away with something that sort of graphic, realistic in a sense. Like the whole way when he fell dead like that. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
They were able to show that shit on ABC. I was
Because
like,
when he hit that pavement,
Yeah,
like,
he was
you like
dead
heard
on
it,
the
it's
ground,
like,
yeah, it was a plump. He was gone. And as far as I can tell, I think that was supposed to be Johnny Blaze as the fighter.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's because he's the only other person with the motorcycle at that time.
Right.
Possibly. If that's not correct, please let us know, because as far as I know, it is Johnny Blaze.
Well, because I guess because there's another. I think for a while, Johnny Blaze and Ghost Rider were actually separate as well. Because the only comics I known for a while, there was a Johnny Blaze that had a very long gun, and he had the same sort of bar type jacket, and then the Ghost Rider was separate, like that. But I don't know, like my lore on Ghost Rider is not 100%, but I'm assuming that that's what it was, and then it was kind of interesting. I wish they delve more into that. If not, I hope they give him a series. No,
just that.
I think it's time to get him. I prefer a Netflix series, and I prefer that maybe, I'm hoping that maybe Marvel and whoever, they're assuming that people are really liking Ghost Rider, so that's why they didn't really go too far into his origin and kind of kept it like a secret. Was that Johnny Blaze?
Yeah.
Like, because I was also surprised, like, they didn't even have a voice come to him, like the devil, like...
Yeah, that in the second movie they did of Ghost Rider...
I've never seen it.
Yeah, like, special effects wise, it was interesting to see what they did, because he can control any vehicle and give his spin on it, but yeah, it wasn't as good as the first one. If they do a series, I think it would be better. I agree with you. I think it would be better to have it on Netflix, because then they can fill the story out, the character out, basically like they did with Daredevil. And Luke Cage. Jessica Jones, not as much, because for me, her series is a little long.
Right.
If it were a little shorter and then introduce like a new chapter in her story to go into the second season, I think that would have been cool. I didn't dislike it. I liked it, but it felt long compared to the other two.
No, I agree. No, Jessica Jones could have been done in six episodes. I would have been fine with it. Right. But yeah, I sort of wish they had shown the voice
more
Johnny, or just played that origin off a little bit more, with a little more quality revolving around how dark Ghost Rider's situation was, instead of just telling it through narrative. But I also know that it's not supposed to be the main point of this show.
That and like we were talking about, as far as the darkness of an episode or a television network, but also
that's
budgeting.
True.
Them having him do it through narration was a lot cheaper than doing the special effects on two Ghost Riders.
That is, well, yeah. I was just thinking like an ominous type voice or something like that.
That would be cool.
Like, but I guess
get Morgan Freeman.
If they make it a little too satanic. I guess because that's a whole other thing. Is like Ghost Rider is somewhat dealing with like hell, devils, all that.
Yeah, he's Marvel's Spawn.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right.
Who I miss Spawn. Hell, I'd play Spawn.
We all miss Spawn.
Yeah,
we all miss Spawn.
Well, what did you like about the episode? Not Ghost Rider. Anything else in the episode that you liked?
Not really. I mean, it's just kind of there. Like, I don't know. I'm fine with it. I don't dislike Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I'm not like blown. Yeah, I'm not really blown away from it either. Like, I like. They're dealing with an AI sort of story as well, like some sort of robot chick right now, which kind of reminds me of Ruby, but because she's even got like the green kind of glowing core or some shit like that. That's
have to check that one.
That's I like the whole director is an Inhuman, but I'm not sure what type of Inhuman it is. It's just that I think for me, when they do have something, it just doesn't come out like with the same impact that I'm kind of expecting, I suppose. It's
very comfortable gray line.
Yeah, I guess so. Like when, like I was telling you, the dude revealed himself as an Inhuman, it was just like a simple choke. Like, Agent May, she was touched by one of the ghosts and she was like going crazy and she saw demons everywhere and was just taking out her own team, and so this dude just fucking chokes like fucking took her up on the wall like cock, and then I was like, oh shit, and he was just like, I'm an Inhuman, gunk, like that, and then it was just kind of like nobody fucking addressed it for like 3 episodes. I'm like, is nobody gonna like talk about what the fuck just happened? And I just assumed it's because I hadn't seen previous episodes or whatever. Right. But then later he does a huge announcement on TV, which was the last episode, revealing to the whole world he's an Inhuman, and people are what like that. But then this episode
like change, or he just says it.
He just says it. So they don't really address it any further after that. They're really weird.
They're probably trying to decide on how he's going to look. This is the only thing. I mean, it's not really a cliffhanger per se.
Yeah.
It's one of those. It's like, okay, we haven't decided on what he's going to look like. So for now, have him in the suit, and he's strong, and he can take a beating.
Okay. Or
because that's what happened.
And I suppose the other issue was the shocker of last season, where Blair Underwood was the
that
blue
was disappointing
guy, whatever, that. So I guess there was that, but the reveal was shocking. So
the reveal was shocking. It was like, really?
Blair on. You didn't want to see Blair under.
I didn't mind him being an Inhuman, but it's like, did he have to be like that? I don't care about his aesthetics. It's like story wise, did he have to go the complete opposite direction and be like a master? Really?
Right. That leads me to somewhat the question of the video here. Is this reveal of Robbie's uncle actually being the quote unquote bad guy? I thought it was played. I didn't mind that twist angle, and if it spins off into something more, or if we see like we're gonna see Robbie versus his uncle, like with the powers, because Robbie does have the powers to take down people. But the one thing that kind of bothered me a little was the fact that we get this reveal. You see the twist. The reveal and the twist is told to Robbie, but he still burns the shit out of that woman, and I was like, wait, what?
To a crisp, it's like, yeah, that didn't make any sense. It was like, apparently she did some really bad things, or her intent was so bad that like, she's got to go. Because that's like, otherwise, she looked like a victim.
Right. That's what I didn't understand.
I missed the last couple episodes, so I may have missed something in between, but from this episode, it's like, she seemed like a victim who basically was just in love with her husband and followed everything he did.
My guess,
not that it's the smartest thing, but you know.
I guess my assumption is the same assumption as the fact that since the
Ghost Rider uncle is the one that put her into the container and turned her like that. So as far as I know, she hasn't killed anybody.
Did she kill anybody? She's affected people, if I remember correctly. She's affected people, and they in turn have gone crazy or killed people like that.
Okay, well then she's got to go because what she did was bad. Right there, that's bad. No, if she willingly affected someone,
she just passed through them. She like passed through them, and then they
like by accident.
I think so.
Or willingly, like she just tried doing with Robbie. Like she's like, I'm sorry for this, and she tries to go right through him. She did that on purpose.
Yes. Oh, going right through Robbie like that?
Yes, because he would technically be affected because she didn't know he had the power. So if she did that to other people, then she's in the
Well, but then again, now that I'm thinking about it, in the last couple of episodes, I don't think she's ever really sort of acknowledged that she's affecting people. Like, we always see them act up later. Like, she'll pass through them, and they're like, oh, shit, what the fuck was that? And then, like, 3 hours later, they're like, like that. Strange. Like, yeah. So, it's kind of like this weird, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. really in a very gray area, but not a very uninteresting gray area. Not something like you can debate a lot. But I guess that's the question, guys. Do you think Robbie's actions were justified? Literally.
And the second question is, do you think they should let the same crew that does Daredevil and Luke Cage do an episode or a season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Oh.
For me, not that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is a horrible show, but it would be interesting to see Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. having that type of feel and grit.
To answer your question...
Or making a separate series and doing that would be cool.
To answer your question...
Extreme Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Because no show on Netflix or no Marvel Netflix would be able to be aired on ABC. Like that it's just too...
Well, it doesn't have to be on ABC.
So...
But basically having the same creative
bring
teams,
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. over, like...
Why not?
Nah,
Because look, they're already taking the stories and their seasons and filling out characters.
I would say...
But having a better or stronger team
I would say
cool.
better than to just do in, like, sort of X-Force type style. What I mean... Not X-Force, but...
no, but that's the right track, bro. That's the right track. X-Force would be awesome.
X-Force would be fine, but what I'm actually saying... to answer your question on X-Force, though, I would like to see...
action movie?
No. Yes, but in the next 6 years or so, or basically post-Logan, because that's what I'm going off of. Whatever is happening in Logan right now, I'm kind of banking on an X-Force movie branching out from that. So I don't want to, like, if Hugh Jackman is retiring Wolverine,
starting off with
just
a new actor.
retire the hell out of Wolverine, because what Tom Taylor is writing right now with X-23 as the Wolverine, I'm like, you know what? I would be down with that for the next 5 years. We have no actual Wolverine, and we have X-23 playing Wolverine, and they do some sort of...
Because she's a cool character.
Like, I think that whole... And we've had this discussion before about the X-Men. Like, the entire shit needs to just sort of...
The timeline has been jacked up to the point where it's like...
We need to give it a break.
Who cares about the timeline?
Yeah, exactly. Or who cares about the X-Men at this point? That's the sad part.
Yeah, because X-Men is cool, man. I mean, if they do something where they go in the future and just stick with that point
something
from
like
that point on, be awesome.
I'd like to see some sort of X-23, an older, matured Jubilee type of ish character.
You know, the character that is always in the movies, but they
never
don't address.
Yeah, like that. So something like that. That's where I want to see X-Force. What I'm saying is like the hell was Fury's group called? They were like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but they were like the Secret Warriors.
The Secret
Warriors. Think so. That's what they were called. Like something like that.
But aren't Secret Warriors going to be introduced on the Defenders or something like that?
I have no idea. I have no idea. But what I would like to see is something like that. So, or if that's what they're going to incorporate, like make it Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. If the Defenders are going to have something like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in that story, then that's fine. We get our answer right there. So, all right, guys, that's it for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This was a very special one. I'm okay that I'm kind of glad.
It was a nice soft, cushy episode. It wasn't too light, it wasn't too heavy.
This is exactly why I don't do reactions for every show, because this is going to take a while to cut up and put up. But it's all right. I did it for the ghost. The devil made me do it. Guys, like, share, and subscribe. Pass it around, and let me know if you have any comments. Leave them below, and we will continue to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and maybe come back right around the mid-season. Mid-season. I tried to do it for the mid-season finale if it's good, and then the season finale for that. Just check in.
I'd say for mid-season, whether it's good or not, we should do it just as a follow-up.
Let's see what we can do. All right, guys, we're out.
Super.
Peace.
All my friends are heathens.